Hi, dear students. Welcome to the virtual learning. Today, we are going to see the textual reading of the lesson What is my name? And here, we will be just going through the lesson, and I request all of you to go through the text while you listen the lesson and learn the proper and correct pronunciation of the words. Have you noticed how your father calls your mother? Does he use her name or not? How do the neighbors address her? Does anyone address her by name? What about your grandmother? In this story, P. Satyavati describes how a woman forgets her own name since no one addresses her by name. How does a woman gain her identity? By name, by marriage, by motherhood, by education, by profession, or by anything else? Read the story, keep these questions in mind. A young woman before being a housewife, a woman educated and cultured and intelligent and capable, quick witted with a sense of humor and elegance. Falling for her beauty and intelligence as also the dowry which her father offered. A young man tied the three sacred knots around her neck, made her the housewife to a household, and said to her, "Look, Amadou, this is your home." Then the housewife immediately pulled the end of her sari and tucked it in at the waist and swam the entire house and decorated the floor with Mughal designs. The young man promptly praised her work. "You are dexterous at swabbing the floor, even more dexterous in drawing the Mughal. Sabash, keep it up." He said it in English, giving her a pat on the shoulder in appreciation. Overjoyed, the housewife began living with swabbing as the chief mission in her life. She scrubbed the house spotlessly clean at all times and beautifully decorated it with multicolored designs. That's how her life went on, with a sumptuous and ceaseless supply of swabbing cloths and muggu baskets. But one day, while scrubbing the floor, the housewife suddenly asked herself, "What is my name?" The query shook her up, leaving the mopping cloth and the muggu basket there itself. She stood near the window, scratching her head, lost in thoughts. What is my name? What is my name? The house across the road carried a name board. Mrs. M. Suhasini, MA, PhD, Principal, X College. Yes, she too had a name as her neighbor did. How could I forget like that? In my scrubbing zeal, I have forgotten my name. What shall I do now? The housewife was perturbed. Her mind became totally restless. Somehow, She finished her daubing for the day. Meanwhile, the maid servant arrived, hoping at least she would remember. The housewife asked her, "Look, Amai, do you know my name?" "What is it, Amma?" Shh, said the girl. "What do we have to do with the names of mistresses? You are only a mistress to us. The mistress of such and such a white storied house. Ground floor means you." "Yes, true, of course. How can you know, poor thing?" thought the housewife. The children came home from the school for lunch in the afternoon. At least the children might remember my name, the housewife hoped. "Look here, children. Do you know my name?" she asked. They are taken aback. "You are Amma. Your name is Amma only. Ever since we were born, we have known only this. The letters that come are only in Father's name, because everyone calls him by his name. We know his name. You never told us your name. You don't even get letters addressed to your name." The children said plainly, "Yes, who will write letters to me? Father and mother are there, but they only make phone calls once in a month or two. Even my sisters are immersed with swabbing their houses. Even if they met me in some marriage or kumkum ceremony, they chatted away their time talking about their new mugulu or new dishes to cook, but no letters." The housewife was disappointed and grew more restless. The urge to know her own name somehow or the other grew stronger in her. Now, a neighbor came to invite her to a kumkum ceremony. The housewife asked her neighbor, hoping she at least would remember her name. Giggling, the lady said, "Somehow or other, I haven't asked your name, nor have you told me." Right hand side, white storied house. Ah, there she is. That pharmaceutical company manager's wife. If not that, that fairy and tall lady. That's how we refer to you. That's all. That the other housewife could say. It is not you. It is no use. What can even my children's friends say? They know me only as Kamala's mother and some auntie. Now, my respected husband is the only hope. If anyone remembers it, it's only he. During the night meal, she asked him, "Look here, I have forgotten my name. If you remember it, will you please tell me?" The respected husband burst out laughing and said, "What is it, dear? Never has it happened before. You are talking about your name today. Ever since we were married, I have got used to calling you only as Amoy. You two never told me not to address you that way because You have a name of your own. What's happened now? Everyone calls you Miss Murthy, don't they? Not Mrs. Murthy. I want my own name. What shall I do now? She said in anguish. What's there? You choose a new name, some name or other, the, the husband advised. Very nice. Your name is Satyanarayana Murthy. Will you keep quiet if I ask you to change the name to Shivarao or Sundarrao? I want my name only, she said. It's all right. You are an educated woman. Your name must be on the certificates. Don't you have that much common sense? Go and find out, the husband advised her. The housewife searched frantically for her certificates in the almara, pattu saris, saffron saris, handloom saris, oil saris, matching blouses, petticoats, bangles, beads, pearls, pins, kumkum barinas, silver plates, silver containers, to keep sandalwood paste, ornaments, all things arranged in an orderly fashion. Nowhere could she find her certificates. Yes, after marriage, she had never bothered to carry those certificates here.